Welcome back. Welcome to this section on serverless. In this section, we'll be focusing on two important serverless services provided by AWS, AWS Lambda and AWS API Gateway. Let's get started with serverless. What are the things that you would typically be thinking about when we develop an application? If you are like me, and if it was a few years back, I would be thinking, where would we deploy this application? What kind of server? What is the operating system I would want? How do we take care of scaling this application? How do we ensure that it's always available? What if we don't really need to worry about the servers and really focus on just building our application? That's where serverless comes into picture. So what is serverless all about? Remember, serverless does not really mean no servers. Even with serverless applications, you are actually running your applications on the server. For me, serverless means you don't really need to worry about infrastructure. You have flexible scaling, so you don't worry about where your application is running. You don't worry about scaling. You don't worry about high availability. How do I make an application highly available? And you don't really pay for the servers. You pay for the number of requests you send. You do not pay for provisioning servers, or you do not pay for capacity. For me, serverless is not worrying about servers, scalability, or availability. Serverless is all about flexibility. You pay for the number of requests, basically you pay for use, and you don't really pay for provisioning. So you focus on the code, and the cloud managed service takes care of all that is needed to scale your code to serve millions of requests. Now, when we talk serverless, we talk AWS Lambda. In the world before AWS Lambda, we talked about elastic load balancers, load balancing your EC2 servers. And when you are using AWS Lambda, you don't really need to worry about servers or scaling, availability, load balancing, or any of that kind. All that you need to worry about is your code. You write your code, and AWS Lambda would automatically load balance and scale it for you. You pay for the number of Lambda requests you execute, you pay for the duration of the requests, and you pay for the memory consumed while executing the requests. So write your code, don't worry about how to run it, and pay for what you use. Now, what are the languages that Lambda supports? Lambda supports a wide variety of languages: Java, Go, PowerShell, Node.js, C#, Python, Ruby, and a lot more. So you can use all these languages to build your Lambda functions. Now, where can you call your Lambda functions from? What are the event sources for these Lambdas? Lambda functions can be triggered from Amazon API Gateway. So typically, this is the most popular place to trigger your AWS Lambda functions from. You want to expose an API, you create a Lambda, you create a API gateway for it, and you expose it out to the outside world. And there are a wide variety of other options: AWS Cognito, DynamoDB, CloudFront, Step Functions, Kinesis, Simple Storage Service, S3, Simple Queuing Service, SQS, Simple Notification Service, SNS, and the list is endless. The important takeaway from this is you can actually trigger Lambda functions from anywhere. And Lambdas are very, very frequently used in serverless architectures in AWS. One example I would want to talk about is DynamoDB is one of the serverless databases in AWS. And whenever there is a change in DynamoDB, you can trigger a Lambda function to be called based on that change. Another example is Simple Storage Service. S3 is an object storage service in AWS. And whenever there is a new object or whenever an object is deleted, you can trigger a Lambda. Another example is Simple Queuing Service. Whenever there is a new message in the queue, you can trigger a Lambda. We'll talk about all these services going forward in the course, but the important takeaway for now is that Lambdas can be triggered from a wide variety of places. Now, are you ready to get your hands dirty? Let's get started in the next step. I'll see you in the next step with the demo.